Hello and welcome to Health Professional Radio. I'm your host, Neal Howard. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Our guest in studio is Dr. Ken Hansraj, Chief of Spine Surgery at New York Spine Surgery and Rehabilitation Medicine. And he's here today to talk with us about some of the hidden health costs associated with breast augmentation. Welcome to Health Professional Radio, Dr. Ken.
Thank you, Neal. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Very well. It's nice to be with you.
You are the Chief of Spine Surgery at New York Spine Surgery and Rehabilitation Medicine. In your many years of doing work on the spine, what type of problems have you found that are associated with weight?
As a spine surgeon, more and more I've been interested in helping people everywhere and helping understand the factors that derive from the body into the spine and generates great function and great results. And so weight, or the forces from the weight around the body becomes very important. And as you know, we did this great study. I think it's a great study. Mm-hmm. It's a landmark study. No one's done it before, where we studied the impact of breast size, which is really the weight and the size comes together. And from that number, using finite element assessments, we're able to generate the forces seen by the spine. Now, no one really knows their breast weight, which is a mathematical number, but they know their size, like a 36A or a 36B.
Okay. Yeah.
And so the study showed, again, that a 36A would be about 15 pounds of force, while a 36D is about 30 pounds of force, all the way to about 36N is about 110 pounds of force that the spine sees. So it's a tremendous amount of forces that are carried around. Let me really expound on it. So let's say someone, some woman that we love dearly has a 36D chest size.
Okay.
And that's about 30 pounds of stress every time she is up and around, especially if she's unsupported with a bra. Now, let's say, just for kicks, just to throw numbers, 8 hours a day unsupported, that's about 3,000 hours a year times 365. So 3,000 hours a year unsupported times 30 pounds. So it's about 90,000 pounds of stress that the woman carries in that unsupported time. And if you go to the larger sizes, like a 36N, then it could be 3 times that.
Wow.
4 times that.
And this is over the course, not necessarily a lifetime, or is it a number of years, or are we talking throughout the life?
Well, so a yearly amount of stress that the spine could see can quickly be 90,000 to 250,000 pounds of stress. Incredible amount of stress.
Are these factors what are causing some women to become hunched over, and you think maybe it's osteoporosis or something like that, when it's actually either naturally large breast or having opted to have them augmented to, I guess, maybe a size that's too large?
So, Neal, the problem becomes a bit complicated as a woman becomes older. As she loses the menstrual period, then the bones become weaker. Let's say 45, 50, right? So as the bones become weaker, and then you have less carrying force of the bones, and so the stress becomes even more detrimental to the bones itself.
Is this being communicated to women prior to them opting to have augmentation surgery? And if not, why not?
This is the first time the numbers are available where a woman can look on our charts and say, hey, I'm a 36A and that's 15 pounds, or a 36D, that's 30 pounds of force, or a 36N, 110 pounds. And as you're inferring so brilliantly, Neal, women have to choose so very carefully when they're upsizing. And you go to your plastic surgeon, you say, hey, I'd like a 36 triple D. Well, maybe a 36 double D or a 36D may make better sense, because our research shows that an average upsizing a cup may be about 10 pounds of force more.
Being the first to conduct this study, going forward, what do you think is the best way to start having this information disseminated on a regular basis to plastic surgeons so that women can be advised as to the stress that they're putting on their spine, something that they may not consider?
The plastic surgeons are now becoming aware. We've reached out to the societies, the plastic surgery societies, making them aware that we've done this study. And so now they're becoming aware. Mind you, the study is just about a month published, so it's a brand new study.
You're the author of two books that I'm aware of, Keys to an Amazing Life, Secrets of the Cervical Spine, and also Bloodless Spine Surgery, Pictures and Explanations. Talk about Keys to an Amazing Life. Are we focused on overall spine health?
So Keys to an Amazing Life was my effort. It is my effort to educate and begin a conversation with the general public. And so there are studies, for example, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation funded a global study where they showed that the number one disability in all countries, essentially on the planet, is back pain, and the number 4, Neal, is neck pain. Mm-hmm. And Keys to an Amazing Life is a unique book in that it shows people all of the simple strategies that are available to them in their hands day to day without ever sitting down with a spinal surgeon or a spinal mind. There's so many options that they have available to them.
Obviously, all options aren't great for all folks. Are there, I guess, a group of options that work well for a specific group of women overall, or is it all the time 100% each individual patient?
So human beings, we're all different in personalities and emotions and expressions and DNA, but the options are really the same to help all people. There are a group of options that would help all people everywhere, every day.
Where can our listeners get more information about you and Keys to an Amazing Life and also Bloodless Spine Surgery?
These books are available on Amazon.com. My website, my new website is called realspinesurgery.com, and all of this information is also available, but certainly Amazon.com carries my books.
You've been listening to Health Professional Radio. I'm your host, Neal Howard. We've been in studio this afternoon talking with Dr. Ken Hansraj, Chief of Spine Surgery at New York Spine Surgery and Rehabilitation Medicine, and also the author of internationally best-selling book, Keys to an Amazing Life, Secrets of the Cervical Spine, and Bloodless Spine Surgery, Pictures and Explanations. Transcripts and audio of this program are available at healthprofessionalradio.com.au and also at hpr.fm, and you can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes.